Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to be taking a closer look today at what I would consider to be a standout set in the premium assortment line, and that is, of course, this Japanese classic set that you see in front of you here. Of course, you can see that we have a pretty good assortment of cars, different brands. Not a huge variation in years, I guess, although it does span quite the time period. I expected a little bit different mixture here, but each car is iconic in its own right, and they do look good as a set. So, I did say these are the premium assortment line. You will notice that the card art is very nice on here, and there's a little bit more attention to detail on the castings than your standard mainline. Of course, there is a price tag that comes along with that. Usually these cost around $3 a piece, and normally you're only going to find these at Walmart. Go through each car individually here. Each one definitely stands on its own as a classic. And starting with the 98 Honda Prelude here, looks really good in red. Has what I'm going to call insert headlights, which fit this casting very nicely. Some other good details on the front here. Excellent wheel choice. Of course, we have the sunroof. The tampos on actually most of these they look really good, but it almost looks like they're either missing something here or that they should have been moved a little bit. I'm not really sure what's up with that. It's unfortunate because all of these cars are really nice. Again, we move to the back here. We have really good detail with the tail lights, the badging, the license plate. And honestly, on most of these cars, and I've noticed on JDM a lot as a whole, that they all kind of have their own iconic taillights. You can look at the back of any of these cars and pretty much instantly tell what they are. Moving on to the 90 Acura NSX. And we've had this in mainline recently, and seems like maybe another series or two in fairly quick succession. Something, and I'm not sure, I think it may be the wheel size or the wheel choice. Whatever it is about this car, it looks a little shorter than normal. And, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, although if you've seen these cars in real life, they are kind of a sleek, slender car. And for some reason, this one just looks a little wider to me than some of the other castings I've seen. Overall, though, really clean, nice choice on the color. Have just a couple of little tampos here. And of course, we move to the back end with some nice detail on the taillights. Number 3 here, one of my personal favorites, the 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Really good looking paint job on here, kind of a metal flake blue. Neat, we have the license plate kind of offset here. Not sure where that's supposed to be from, but I'm digging it. It's nice to see something different on that every once in a while. Again, tampo, I don't know why it's here instead of maybe the middle of the door, but what do I know? I do think the wheel choice was pretty good on here. They probably could have went with something a little different, but I do appreciate the color here and that it kind of complements this nice metal flake blue paint job. Of course, the open cockpit looks nice with the roll cage there. And you come around here, they did an excellent, excellent job once again with the taillights on this car. Moving on to the Toyota 2000 GT. Really interesting color choice here. Definitely a very classic design. Of course, you have the black racing stripe there. Definitely adding some detail. Tampos here look pretty good. Interesting that they didn't put a number on this car. All these just kind of remind you of like a road race type car, which is pretty cool in and of itself. Excellent choice on the wheels here. Definitely complements this paint job. And once again, we move around to the back and we have the taillights. These probably not as nice as some of the others. You can definitely tell these look more like stickers than something that's been painted on. But it is what it is. Overall, definitely still a nice casting. And last but not least here, we have a casting that I will have to admit, this is probably really my first time seeing. And I really like it. I'm kind of a fan of it. It reminds me of the mystery model BMW, I think, that we had a while back, the Kaito house. Just the color scheme of it and kind of the setup of the car. To be honest with you, this car would look really good with some smaller Real Riders. From the right angle, this kind of looks like Real Riders, to be honest with you. But we are talking about the Datsun Fairlady 2000. almost said Fair Lady Z. You know, some of these names kind of just get thrown around, it seems like, with these lines. But, you know, just a nice clean example here. It does have some pretty cool striping with the blue and the red. Of course, the number looks good on here on both sides. Have the Datsun badging. Pretty nice detail on the front end there. And on this one, no taillights, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's not uncommon for these cars to not have a headlight or taillight. Although they usually do at least have something on the side, or three sides, I guess is the way they say it. So this would be front, top, and side. Either way, a really nice casting. Definitely glad to add that to the collection. Guys, let me know in the comments below which one of these is your favorite. If you want to see more unboxing and review videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave you with my favorite here. I think I already said the MX-5 Miata. Had to pick up a couple of these. Definitely going to be opening one. Hope y'all can find this set if you're interested in it. Took me a while to find the whole set. Hope everybody's having a good week. And with that, happy hunting, y'all.